black on black crime is now a myth, and it's an indoctrination that white people want us to believe that is happening in our community.
Black on black crime is not real. It's a concept that was created to further the ideology that black people are somehow less civil, that we are savage, that we are less human, and thus require more policing, needing to be sequestered. The continued proliferation of black on black crime as an actual real concept is actually black on black crime. It is the weaponizing of black people against black people.
This is the first I'm hearing. This is the first. Do you think black on black crime is a myth? No, right? Why don't you think that, Nashawn? You're just a kid, but why do you think that? Do you feel like that's been fed to you? Why do you think black on black crime is not a myth? He's 12, by the way. I'm just... The fan is probably in the back being really loud. I'm so sorry. Why do you think that's a myth? I mean, it's not a myth. What's true about it? You talking about like when the kids chase you home from the school bus, when they used to do that, and when every time you went outside, that they was trying to fight you, and the daddies was amping it up, and like every time you see adults outside, a fight breaks out. When I'm door dashing and I try to go into a grocery store where niggas are hanging outside of it, they all look at me like they want to fight me. They're all standing around talking about the fight that just happened last week between this girl and this girl. All the fight videos going around World Star, and all the T-shirts with people saying, free my cousin because he shot at this person, trying to get justice because this person, like domestic violence, and like that stuff happens. No, like we're listening to it, right? I don't understand what's going on. I also grew up in like once my mother left my father and we moved to the ghetto, kids used to play fight for fun. That is a hood thing. And I'm not just, listen, I keep saying hood. There's nothing hood about me. What I mean is that is a black dynamic. Just like we know buying J's is a black dynamic, right? We can admit that. We also know that being fresh for the school year is a black dynamic, right, Nashawn? I mean, I think that's just like an American dynamic, but black people take it seriously, no? Your kids got to be fresh for school. Play fighting, and I'm saying play fighting, but there's nothing playful about it, is it? No. Fighting, and I grew up in Miami. People was hiding blades underneath their titties and in their mouth to pull out, to slice people when they fight. What do you mean it's a myth? I remember I saw my first person get knocked out in front of my face and everybody started laughing and was telling me to calm down. You taking shit too seriously, man. You take it. He was just, sleep. Are you saying black people are... This, to me, speaks to... I remember being a kid and that's what they did for fun. I remember... Oh my God. Like, I feel like I'm going crazy. I just watched Amanda Seales say this, and this apparently was one of her talking points in her debate. I am not coming for Amanda Seales, right? Part of me thinks that Amanda has been doing this for so long that she can't take correction at this point, right? She literally just said in a video that I saw, like, I wasn't debating because nothing I'm saying is up for debate.
It's not that I didn't know how to debate, it's that I just chose not to debate. Because the claims that I stated are not up for debate.
I feel the same exact way living my whole life amongst black people and witnessing black on black crime damn near every day. I can't go outside without people, I beat your ass. Do you understand? Didn't we just experience it before I just came up? Like, what are we talking about? When I say black on black crime, I'm not just talking about literally unaliving each other, which does happen. I'm talking about robbing each other. Like, my car got broken into 5 times in a 2-month span. I just told y'all a story about a woman getting punched outside repeatedly in front of the whole neighborhood and nobody doing nothing. What night was it? I told you, Deshaun. Y'all didn't hear it. They shooting outside. It sounds like somebody's running because the gunshots are getting closer and closer and closer. I call the police. I still feel like I have PTSD from that because I've never heard gunshots that close to my window before. And they were getting closer and closer and closer. What is a myth? Like, this is the part that I'm having trouble with, because crime is the things that what is crime defined as? Let's look. An action or omission that constitutes an offense that may be prosecuted by the state and punishable by law. Yeah, you the things you can't do. That also includes scamming people, running off with people's money, stealing shit at work. I am not, listen, the reason that I'm even saying all of this is because I want people to understand that there are, I don't know what you call them, like, you know, people say conservatives and liberals. I don't know what you call these type of black people, but I don't know what they think they're gonna gain from silencing the truth besides an image. This is why I said I don't even think that they care about actual black people, because if you know that there's black people out here going through these things, not only black people who don't belong in this nonsense. It would be one thing if you had black people doing this to each other and they all enjoyed it, and that is what is happening majority of the time. And I think people know that, because if you live in the hood, you're probably hood. But a lot of people live in the hood because it's affordable, so they don't deserve it. My kids don't deserve to go outside and fight for their lives because they live in the hood, because I can't afford it, because their dad didn't help me when he was alive, and then he didn't have enough working credit hours, so I don't get Social Security, and he's dead, and I don't have no help. His family's ghetto as fuck. I will never ask. Like, I'm alone. I'm just here because I have no choice, and it's hard to get out of. And this is why I speak, because it needs to be acknowledged. It needs to be acknowledged, not only for me. There's so many people who want to strive to do things. There's so many excellent people in the hood, and they can't get out because of the things that I'm saying that's happening. And before you come at me with that mentality of we all have choices and you fucked up and made a bad choice, I did. But I also told you guys that I am, and I was even more gullible because of my autism, my undiagnosed autism and ADHD, coming from a family with a mother that could care less about me. That I know that now. Yeah, she took care of me, but as far as growth, she literally hindered anything I would try to do to make me replace or not leave, but be the second mother to all my siblings. Like, people, like, I know we have, this is what I mean when I say we have these conversations online, and then you guys ruthlessly say we all had choices. Well, why the fuck you had kids? Because I didn't have guidance. Because nobody in the hood is telling these women. They are now online. But when I was younger, I'm a millennial. When I was younger, nobody said don't have kids. They said, when are you having kids? I actually had my first kid late. There were so many young girls around me who were having kids in their teens. They say these black men, they just need a strong black woman, and it's the white man keeping them down. Do you understand why I'm so mad at the rhetoric? Because you have women out here believing this, that these men deserve a chance. And then when you give them a chance, they're putting their hands and feet on you. They're abusing you. They're doing all of this stuff, and there's no black on black crime. You have mothers. Aren't we just now watching the case on social media with Rashida and her son and her daughter who was in a domestic violence things? Ironically, she told K. Michelle that she didn't believe that K. Michelle was in a domestic violence relationship, and then her children end up suffering the same fate. And now the mother of the young man who got shot is online trying to paint him as a saint when there is video showing him whooping that girl's ass while she's sleeping. And the community is still saying, yeah, he ain't have to shoot him, but the girl can get her ass whooped. These are the secrets that I'm talking about. And this is the self-hate that is going on in the black community. Amanda Seales said that there's self-hate in the black community by saying that there's black on black crime. The self-hate is pretending that there's not, and allowing our young girls to get hands and feet put on them, and saying that the boys deserve a second chance. That's the self-hate. You know, when I get on here and I talk about the way that we treat each other, and I go in line and somebody rolls their eyes at me, that's not a crime, right? But that's black on black hate to me. It's enough of the black is beautiful. Black people don't think that. Not where I live. They only fawn over something mixed. They only fawn over something that is not them. Most black people do that. We call everybody beautiful who's not black, right? Please. And let me finish. Scamming, stealing people's money. I used to work in a pediatrics doctor's office when I first graduated from medical assistant school. There was a woman there who had to take co-pays. She was buying things. She was buying things with these people's credit card information. Do we not see the videos where I lost my DoorDash account and people are saying they didn't get their food and stealing the food? Is that not a crime? What are we talking about? Like, drive your son to another kid's house to fight him because your son started something on the bus and lied to you, and you believed him even though you know your son bad as hell. But you chase another kid home in a car and try to make your son and my son fight. This is crime. Didn't they pants you in school the other day? I'm sorry. Somebody pulled down his pants. And these are children. Is sexual assault and molestation within the family not a crime? Do you know how many people are getting touched? And miss me on, we don't know. If you look, I remember VH1, Behind the Music, and I remember it got to a point where if they were covering a black woman, I knew that her getting molested would be in her story on Behind the Music VH1. Anytime we see a documentary about a black woman growing up in the black community, she was molested. I was molested. I've been doing hair since I was 15 years old. And when that subject comes up, if we're watching a movie, all of them say they've been molested. Is that not a crime? I remember being like 9 years old and walking home and grown niggas trying to talk to me. And me being goofy and like just ignoring them or laughing and walking away and being screamed at. I bet you ain't even got no hair on your pussy. Bitch. Excuse my French. Proving a point here. Didn't that boy's daddy come downstairs from the 3rd floor and try to... These are all separate incidents. Come down from the... Because as a black boy in the hood, you are pushed to do crime. No, Nashawn? You're pushed to do stuff you're not supposed to do. You're pushed to do what else? Sleep with women, be attracted to women that you're not even their age yet, right? Do you believe black on black crime is a myth? Comment down below.